So apparently, Democratic lawmaker Eric Swalwell has some SA allegation on him. Let's check this out here.
Now there are five.
Five women accusing former U.S. Representative and once frontrunner for governor Eric Swalwell of sexual misconduct.
The Bay Area Democrat continues to deny the allegations, even as his political career.
Five women, man. The guy was busy or what? He was busy. He was busy banging these women and not doing any laws, bro. Not making any laws.
Is imploding. Lori Perez joins us with the latest on the growing case against him. Lori?
Well, Swalwell's resignation from Congress became effective this afternoon, just days after he abandoned his bid for governor. A scandalous ending to his illustrious rise in politics. Today, Governor Newsom declared there will be a special election in August to fill that House seat. But Swalwell's troubles are far from over, as today, a fifth woman came forward with another shocking rape allegation.
I believe he drugged my drink.
In Beverly Hills today, tech entrepreneur and former
What a sick bastard if he actually did this stuff, man. What a real sick bastard, bro.
model Lana Drews joined a course of allegations against Eric Swalwell, alleging
Get ahead of it, you know, he's probably in the Epstein list for all we know. Probably, I mean, we don't know.
the former congressman spiked her drink and then led her to his hotel room at an event in the LA area 7 years ago.
He raped me. And he choked me. And while he was choking me, I lost consciousness.
What a real sick bastard, bro. Honestly, man. Why do people do this stuff, bro? Can't you control yourself? Don't you have any self-control? Can't you think? Can't you think for yourself that maybe this is wrong? Maybe you don't do that? What the hell is wrong with people who do these kind of things, bro? Now, again, this is all allegations, right? If it was us or if it was you in his shoes, right? You know, you'd want, you know, to be believed in your story, whatever story you have to say, right? You know, but a lot of these guys, you know, these people in power, it goes to their head, and for the most part, what we've seen is they tend to do this stuff, right? Not just them, but more so them than anybody else, right?
Drews and her attorney Lisa Bloom filed a police report with the LA County Sheriff today, and tonight the department confirmed it is investigating a report Swalwell sexually assaulted a woman in July 2018 at a business in the 900 block of Hammond Street in West Hollywood. She says she'd met Swalwell a few times, and it was during their third encounter that he allegedly drugged and raped her. Her story echoing another accuser who came forward last week accusing Swalwell of raping her when she was intoxicated. Two other women who say he sexually harassed or pursued them when they were students and early in their careers spoke exclusively with CBS News today.
He invited
What's wrong with people? What's wrong with these people, bro? What's wrong with men, man? Why can't we see this? I mean, hey, that's what it is. But why can't we see this in a gender reversal, bro? Why can't it be women who can't control themselves and banging and essaying, you know, their male colleagues and male students, right, who are advancing in their careers and stuff? What is the problem? What is the problem with men? I'll tell you what the problem is, because I'm a man. It's that thing between the legs, bro. That's the problem. And if you let it dictate your life, you're gonna have problems in life, right? You have to overcome. You have to not pay attention to whatever that thing is saying, right? Yes, you know, it might feel good, right? Is it worth it? Is it worth the 7 seconds of pleasure, man? What are we doing? What are we doing, right? You gotta think, man. These are somebody's daughters, right? This is somebody's sisters, right? Somebody's cousin, friend, mom, right? Auntie, right? Granddaughter. Can't you think, right? Who you're affecting so many people when you do these kind of things over 7 seconds of fun. It's just not worth it, man. It's not worth the headaches. It's not worth it, bro. I've always said, you know, if only men, if men could be the kind of man they want their future daughters to date, we'd be in a really good place. The same thing for women. If women could be the type of woman they want their future sons to date, marry, etc., we'd be in a better place. But this is crazy, right? It's insane, you know. And it's what are you thinking? Don't do this. Don't do these things, man. Now he had to resign from Congress too. Now it just looks guilty, bro. You just look guilty, right? I mean, if you had nothing to hide, right, you'd stay there. You'd be like, I'm not gonna leave this position, right? They voted for me. You know, people in my district want me, right, to make laws not to be banging people, right? What are you doing? Again, this is all allegedly. We don't know if this is true. You know, there's gonna be a case about this. You know, the truth will eventually out. People might disappear. Usually what happens, right, they just start disappearing. Oh, there was an accident on Highway 49 or whatever. Oh, somebody got cancer. Oh, somebody disappeared, right? The aliens took them. Who knows, bro? Who knows? And then we're all just left with, oh, well, the case, you know, just shut the case down. You know, there's nobody here or whatever. Again, it would suck, man. I've you know, to be put in a position like that and for you to be innocent, you know, God forbid that that's not what's happening here. You know, that this is that, you know, it has to be the worst thing ever. So of course we want to extend an olive branch and be like, well, you know, maybe the guy is innocent, man. Maybe it's the case, right? Maybe these ladies, he promised them a position, a position career wise. Okay, he promised them a position career wise, and you know, he didn't give it to them. He gave it to somebody else, right? Maybe, and now they're upset, right? They're like, oh, I saw you in the same room, you interviewed, right? Oh, let's come up with this thing, right? After 8 years, who knows, bro? Who knows? But because it goes both ways, man. You know, it could just be lying. You know, these ladies could be lying, you know, bro. But does this mean we believe? Oh, no. We're gonna wait for the facts of the case. That's what we're gonna do. But most likely, you know, me as a man. Right, I know what it is to be that weak, right? Not to have that kind of power, but to fall for, you know, temptation like that. Now when you have power and you think you can get away with it, imagine how much more so, bro.
It was very clear what the connotation was. What I keep thinking back to is how lucky I am that I didn't go to that hotel. One night he was on a trip and he wasn't
he the same guy who was like with an Asian spy or some Chinese spy or something?
In his
This
hotel
is the same
room
guy,
bed,
no?
and then he sent me a photo of his penis.
Despite
Why would you send a photo of your dong, bro? Is it special? Right? A dong is a dong. They're all dongs, bro. Why do people do that? I've never understood that, especially when guys ask like a chick, right? Send me lewds, right? I'm gonna have to, you know, be censored here. Have you never seen things before? Have you never felt things? Have you never touched things? Right? You know, it's insane. We don't gotta do that. We don't gotta do things. You know, don't do that, sir. Right now, if they have those pictures, right now they have a case. Oh, you know, the lady like, you know, he sent me this. Here it is, right? It's right here. Now we have a problem. But most likely is the case that this guy, you know, this guy probably did it. Look at his face, bro. He looks like a weasel. Look at him. Looks like a lion weasel, bro. Like, yeah, man. Like, look at his face right here. He's like, yeah, man. I get away with things. It's like, I bring them to my hotel and I send my dong over the phone. Who does that, bro? That's crazy. That's crazy.
multiple stunning allegations, and the Manhattan DA investigating. Former LA County Public Defender Lou Shapiro says defense attorneys will seize on how much time has passed since the alleged incidents and the timing of the reports.
He's not a nobody. He's already an elected congressman of many years.
Yeah, I hated him. I hated when he would, in those congressional hearings and stuff. Hey, I hated this weasel, man. Him, and there's this other stupid one I hate also. What's his name? I can't remember his name. He literally looks like a dong head. I have to keep censored here. Like, literally, he looks like a dong head, bro.
And we understand that victims do sometimes take time to come forward. But why all of them right when he's about to become a candidate?
Because it's a freaking, it's a ticking time bomb, man. If something happens, a lot of, you know, I was raped as a child by my babysitter, right? It took a traumatic event as an adult for that memory was suppressed. It took a traumatic event as an adult for that to come back. And I was like, bro, while I was already down. It's like this happened to you as a kid as well. Like, boom, remember, and probably that's what happened here, right? It's there's too much pressure, outside of social media and stuff. It's Iran, it's the Strait of Hormuz, it's Lebanon, it's the economy, it's the gas prices. All of this is just right. And you're an adult, and you have to pay bills, and now you're a mom, and now you're worried that can happen because of what happened to you, right? And all of these things, they just all culminate together, and then it just boom, and it's like this is the one thing that, right, we can't control the gas prices, we can't control the Strait of Hormuz, we can't control, right, Iran, but this is the one thing we can do something about, something that was wrong. And then they come forward, right? They come forward, and it's like, okay, now we're gonna face it, right? And it's like, okay, so she had the courage to step up. You know what? This also happened to me. Okay, now 2 women, right, are stepping up, right? You know what? This also happened to me, right? And that's how it goes. And that's how it goes, man. Right? For the most part, is what it is. Something in their lives happened that it just... And it'll happen to you, too. You'd be surprised how powerful the brain is, that it suppresses memories that were traumatic. And it just takes something for you to just snap, for you to be at before the precipice, just at the precipice before the fall, right there. And it all just comes back, and it's like, this happened to me, bro. It's like it's just a culmination of events, right?
Candidate for the race. Again, proof beyond reasonable doubt is a very high burden to meet, and I don't know that it could be met under these facts and this timing.
But he conceded.
I've always wondered, like, what's the aim with men, right? In general, I'm a man, but like, it's like, if you weren't driven by that factor, right? Because the male genitalia, it's a crutch. It is, you have this thing, and it feels good, and women and stuff, and it's great, and they're beautiful and stuff, but it's a crutch, right? The mentality is just that. And it can become that. You can get to a dangerous place where it's just that 24/7, right, back and forth, and that's all you're thinking about, right? Well, what would happen, like, if that wasn't a thing? What would the focus be if that was not a thing, right? If that thing wasn't there, right? I'm not saying that, I'm not promoting here, transgenderism or anything, but you know what I mean. And that's where, like, you have to have the mindsets to overcome that thing, this is just with everything else, bro. Like, I'm in the last time I had a cigarette was in December or something. So now what? It's like, I'm gonna go on 5 months already, right? I see it in the stores. My cousin smokes, my sister smokes, my aunt smokes, right? Smells great. I want one, but I overcome the, and that's one of those things, is you have to overcome, bro. You can't, right? And don't take it like, oh, she's probably flirting with me. Like, no.
Swalwell has already been
Keep it in your pants. Just keep it in your pants.
Convicted in the court of public opinion, and some advocates for women say he isn't the only one who should be held accountable if in fact his behavior was well known in Washington, as some have contended it was.
And what does it say about the...
I know that they were trying to pass some law. Nancy Mace was, an advocate for it, something about this, and a lot of them voted against the bill or something, for it to be disclosed, right? Who has been, accused or something like this. This was like maybe 2 months ago, and it didn't pass. And she put a list. These are all the people, right? On X, I saw. She's like, these are all the people, by the way, who voted against this thing.
That protected him. Personally, if they knew, they also need to be held accountable, and they also need to step down. It's not enough to say everyone knew.
Shapiro expects we should know in 2 to 3 months if Swalwell will face any criminal charges. The special election to fill Swalwell's House seat will be on August 18th.
Well, that's that right now. This is all, of course, allegedly. Play stupid games, yeah, win stupid prizes. Perverts in the government, how could this be? I like this comment. What? Perverts in the government, how could this be? His career, his marriage ruined too, and all because of his little head. Yeah, man. This is what I'm talking about. Was it worth it, Eric? Your life is ruined. This is what I'm talking about, man. His poor wife, and he has a daughter. Yeah. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? So why did it take so long to investigate him? Possibly he should what? So many more Democrats need to be investigated. So many people need to be investigated in the government, man. Shit, not just this guy. Swalwell goes down. What? What? Oh, man. Oh, man. Dang, the Dems are really piling onto their own crown prince. Swalwell. Dude, that's crazy, man. So it sucks for him, right? Hopefully, you know, the truth comes out and justice is served, right? And, you know, if there's victims in this, for the victims to be, you know, for them to receive justice, man. For people who, you know, committed crimes, whether it's false allegations, there needs to be repercussions for that, right? If this is fake, these women need to go to prison for 5 years for lying. Something. But if it is true, right, then this guy also deserves something of the same equivalence, right? And that's all I have to say about this, man. Let me know in the comments what you think about this. I'd be interested to check that out. But you guys know what to do. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, share, follow, repost, all of that good stuff. And I will see you all in the next one, man. Peace.